So I think it's quite interesting what's happening with generative AI, such as GPT-4 and Midjourney 5. And, you know, I have my doubts about the values of these systems. The way we should interact with these systems is out there in the open, and, juries are still out. But, I suspect that it's not beneficial all over. I mean, probably we would be deteriorating as a human species. And, I'd love to write my sentences on my own, not depending on chat GPT and these usual suspects. And I wouldn't want to rely too heavily on Midjourney. I would like to draw my own, cartoons and things, and I'd like to draw my cat. This is all about individuality. These illustrations, which I make from time to time, reflect my personal traits and personal history, and that's me. But what are the AI draws, or what the AI outputs as natural language sentences? These are not mine, and these are just a statistical ensemble of some these things that are already put on the web. But these are certainly interesting achievements, and I am always monitoring the latest movements and developments and so on. But I think there's an analogy between generative AIs and blockchain and cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and so on. Satoshi Nakamoto published the famous paper in 2006, was it? And only 16, 17 years later, we are kind of, coming out of the illusion of cryptocurrency. I think it's fair to say that people's enthusiasm about cryptocurrencies and NFT is subsiding. I mean, the bubble is burst, and we are not so much interested in NFT and cryptocurrencies. But at one time, these seems to be really wonderful ideas. We still don't know what we can do with Web3 and DAO and these technologies. Maybe there's something in it. Also, smart contract, that's interesting. There might be something in it. However, cryptocurrencies and NFT, especially NFT, as a means to promote your digital artwork, is probably, over, I think. But for one time, they really looked like brilliant ideas on the horizon. So it takes some time for a cognitive system to process some information, and some of them might be really intractable cognitively. So we take some time to sort out how we should, behave towards these systems. The same can be probably said about generative AI. It's been here for a year or two, and it's rapidly developing. There seems to be ubiquitous now. I don't use so much generative AI. I mean, I just look at the outputs. I somehow feel that staying away from generative AIs or keeping a distance from these newly emerging technologies is a way to protect myself and also to preserve my good potential. That's how I feel intuitively. But theoretically speaking and conceptually assessing these things, it's still too early to tell what the significance, if any, of these systems are. So my prediction is that it would take probably some time to, really grip the essence of these systems. And until we do that, there might be ups and downs and turmoils and so on. But the danger is our society might be changed before that. And we might be talking about a new version of humanity, whether you call it post-humanism or transhumanism. So, at this time, I think it's really important to realize that there are many unanswered questions about the generative AIs, and it would be wrong to be over enthusiastic about these things. And at the same time, it would be also, of course, wrong to, try to discard them. There are certainly potentials, and what Noam Chomsky said in the New York Times article was interesting. But there are people who criticize that too. So there are many opinions, thrown at each other. But the bottom line, I think, is it would take some time for us to sort things out for this. In order to do that, we need to think really hard and long. And I am thinking long and hard. But we are living in a quite exciting time, and the juries are still out, and we don't know how we would soft land on this or hard land on this. But it's going to be really fun all the way.